Okay.
Laura, maybe Sarah should share.
Sarah should play?
Yeah, it's just not it's not clear.
Okay, Sarah, do you want to share?
Okay, let me check. So, share with sound. Share. Okay, present. Here we go.
מורות ומורים יקרים, אני שמחה ומתרגשת לפתוח את כנס המזכירות הפדגוגית, שמפגיש אותנו ל3 ימים של למידה מעמיקה, דיון משמעותי וחזון משותף לעתיד מערכת החינוך שלנו. השנה אנו עומדים בצומת משמעותי, הכניסה של הבינה המלאכותית אל תוך עולם ההוראה, הלמידה והערכה. הכלים הטכנולוגיים החדשים אינם רק משנים את הדרך בה אנו ניגשים למידע, אלא גם מציבים בפנינו שאלות עמוקות על תפקידנו כמחנכים, על האיזון בין חדשנות לערכים, ועל הדרך בה אנו מכינים את תלמידינו לעתיד משתנה. הבינה המלאכותית מציעה לנו כלים רבי עוצמה, התאמה אישית של תהליכי הלמידה, מתן מענה לצרכים ייחודיים של תלמידים, והשארת דרכי ההוראה שלנו. אך בתוך כל אלה, תפקידנו להבטיח שהאדם נשאר במרכז. הבינה המלאכותית היא אמצעי, אבל אתם, המורות והמורים, מעניקים לה כיוון, משמעות ותוכן. אני מזמינה אתכם לשאול שאלות, להציע רעיונות ולחלוק תובנות, להוביל איתנו יחד את השינוי במערכת החינוך מתוך עוצמה, יצירתיות וחזון. אני רוצה להודות לכל מי שהיה שותף להכנת הכנס, לאגף פיתוח פדגוגי ובתוכו היחידה לחדשנות פדגוגית, למנהלי האגפים, למפמ"רים ולמדריכים. תודה לכולם. אני מאחלת לכולנו כנס פורה, מעשיר ומעורר השראה.
Do you want me to keep on going and sharing screen?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, thank you. All right, so thank you to, can't really see yours either. Oh, okay, it's fine. Thank you. Okay, so thank you to Dr. Talia. Continue with the vision of the English language department as related to integrating AI into education. So are grounded in pedagogy and based on the English Curriculum 2020, our vision is to integrate AI as a supportive tool, okay? Just to support what we're already doing. Fosters critical and creative thinking and personalizes learning, ensuring no child is left behind and no child is held back. AI actually provides us with this tool which can help us with the different levels of our learners so that
Laura, it's
they
not
have,
clear. You keep going in and out.
Okay, let me try and connect with a different Wi-Fi then, just a minute.
Would you like me to show a video in the meantime? Do we have another video?
Okay, can you hear me now?
It's
Yes.
better, yeah.
Better? Okay, it was on Wi-Fi, it's now not on Wi-Fi. So I'll just quickly begin again. As I was saying, grounded in pedagogy and based on the English curriculum, our vision is to integrate AI as a supportive tool, not as a replacement, but to support what we're already doing in order to enrich education, to foster creative and critical thinking, and to personalize learning. And in this way, we ensure that no child is left behind and no child is held back. So we can really differentiate using this tool and provide opportunities for those who are weaker and for those who are stronger. As teachers, we aim to educate ourselves, so we need to learn ourselves and our learners to use AI ethically and responsibly. So it's not enough just to use it, but we need to check up on ourselves and on the tool, and to always verify the output it produces. So make sure that we check what we've created is accurate. Okay, next slide.
You want to say something about this?
Yes. So the English department has created two different resources here. One is our interactive Genially, which I'll actually go into in a minute. And the other is our WhatsApp group. If you're not part of our WhatsApp group yet, this is a WhatsApp group specifically for AI tools and tips. It's open for you to ask questions and share. And we also provide daily tips or daily tutorials for your use. Sarah, do you want to go into the Genially?
I don't think you can see it right? I have to share again.
If not, I can try. Now that I think my internet is okay now, maybe I can share.
It's okay. It's already up.
Okay, there we go. So the lovely National Tech counselors have created this lovely Genially where you can find a lot of information specifically for AI use. We have the do's and don'ts, ethics, guidelines, practices, lesson plans. We'll look at the practices in a minute. Below, though, you can join our community, the WhatsApp community. And in the second circle, you have share your AI successes. Do you want to click on that, Sarah?
Where? Sorry?
The Padlet below. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So feel free to go into the Padlet and share your successes from the classroom, pictures, in-class activities, creative projects, upload and share with others so that we can all see what you're doing and also maybe use the same activities with our learners. Okay, yeah, we'll send everything as soon as I finish speaking. I'll send the link if you don't already have it. Okay, the other things that you'll find here are there'll be the recording of this webinar afterwards. You can access a lot of resources, some tutorials, and of course the direct link to Magic School. Sarah, can you go back to the Canva? Perfect, thank you. Next slide.
First, I have to go back. 1 minute. Let me check. It's this one. Yes. Apologize. Yes. There we go.
Okay, next slide. Thank you. Okay, so as I mentioned in the Genially, there's something called pedagogical practices. And this is something that the Pedagogical Secretariat created. We created here for English towards this AI month, and of course will be available beyond the month. So what is a pedagogical practice and what does it include? It's a new initiative, and it's actually a pattern of action designed to meet a need in an educational context. The use of a practice enables the creation of systematic, efficient, and innovative methods of action. The aim of each practice is to improve learning outcomes, promoting skills, and fostering higher engagement among students and teachers. So what does a practice consist of? First, we identified an educational need, and eventually we'll ask you teachers if you want to create practices as well. You can identify a need. Then build a process, and we'll show you one. I'll show you one in a minute so you can see exactly what it means. Then we can expand on the practice for other needs. If we find that we can use a tool for something else, then we can expand upon it. And eventually we integrate the tool into our teaching. And then next slide. Okay, so why is it important that pedagogical practices include AI? So one, they provide us with smart solutions. Two, the productivity, and three, their time saving. So the integration of pedagogical practices with AI allows us to offer advanced solutions that save time and enhance teaching efficiently in light of challenges we face in our daily work. So all of that, what does that all mean? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the practices are and one sample practice so that you can see what all of this means. So you go to the next slide, Sarah. Okay, and you can click on, we'll send you this PowerPoint and everything is embedded. So if you click on the link there, exactly, it'll open to the practices. There you go. Okay, so if you go into the portal, you can choose Yesodi, Angelit, and if you look at on the right, it actually says Kle Ezer Lehora'ah, and then it says Practicot Lehorat Ikut. And if you go to איתור פרקטיקות בהוראה, you end up right here where we are. You choose יסודי and אנגלית, and then you'll find our practices or פרקטיקות. At the moment, there are, I think, 5. Yes, there should be, by the end of the week, I think 7 or no, I think even 13. And the more they'll be updated all the time as we create them. Sarah, would you mind pressing on creating quiz games for classroom? The second one, actually. Yes, there we go. So this is what a practica is and what it looks like. And this our wonderful Howie created for us. So what you'll find here is the name of the practice and who created it. So this one is called, can you scroll up a little bit? No, the other way.
This is high I can get.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so creating quiz games for the classroom using ChatGPT and Flippity. So initially, I believe Howie, he can tell us after, created this to practice vocabulary, but how do we expand on a practice by using it for other needs as well? We can use it for vocabulary and so on. So what's the need that he found? Create quiz game with ease to use in the classroom with ChatGPT and Flippity. Can you go down, Sarah? Thank you. So how do we implement this in class? I'm not going to read it to you, but there's a step-by-step explanation of exactly how to do it. And then we have other ideas. Ooh, you're going too fast. Okay, you just read what it says. It tells you step 1, do this, step 2, do that. And then we have additional ideas. So this is how we've expanded. We found other things you can do with these tools and some good information, some good to know, okay, which could have sample products. And finally, we included videos so that you can have further tutorials. And also the teachers or counselors who created these practices also included their experience in the classroom. So they tried it out with their learners and they wrote how it went. So feel free to go through the different practices, see if they suit a need that you have in class. And then it's really a step-by-step guide of how to integrate them into your learning. Sarah, would you like to go back to the presentation? Okay, so more importantly than all of that, we now have our 3 counselors who will share 3 things that you can do tomorrow in your lesson with AI, not just for the sake of using AI, but in order to enhance what you're already doing. So I'm going to pass it over to Sarah.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Yom Tov. I'm a national counselor, and I'm going to do something that Howie taught me. And let the magic start. So we're starting with a tool called Magic School. It is a tool for teachers. Okay, it's a tool for teachers that really, really makes it easier, the whole teaching experience and preparing things. It makes it much easier for us and also more engaging. Now, this tool has been bought by the Ministry of Education, so we get the Pro for free. But you have to know how to log in to get the free Pro version. So that's the first thing I'm going to show you. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you all the pedagogical tools that you have in it and everything that you can do with it. So first of all, again, what can you do with it? Better to just look at it in a minute, but you can create lesson plans and worksheets and even get funny teacher jokes out of it. Anything that a teacher would need is there, and it gets updated the whole time. So it's good to keep an eye open and to see what's going on that website. So first of all, how do we get in? How do we log in for a free teacher's account? I think that's the most important part of this, what I'm going to show you today. So first of all, I want to share with you this screen. Okay, here we go. So first the first thing you have to do is to go into Beit Sefer Virtuali. I hope you all know Beit Sefer Virtuali. That's where everything is organized for you. You simply write on Google, Beit Sefer Virtuali. You put in your teacher's code, and then you can go into the Drive or the Mail. And what happens then is you can copy the link, your link, and use that one to get into Magic School. Otherwise, you will not see the following. A minute. I'm jumping from screen to screen. Apologize. 1 minute. You will not see the official site. So let me get out of here. Okay. And I'm going back here. And I'm going to close this. Okay, so let's just look at Magic School. It's easier that way. I'm going to open it up for you and share screen. There you go. Okay, so this is Magic School. Look at how many tools we have. So many tools. You can almost get lost with the amount of tools that you have here. So let's try to get it a little bit organized for you. First thing first, when you log in, check that you have this on top, the enterprise. That means you are in the teacher's account. Very important. If you want to change the language, you go down here, and here you've got a way to select the language that you want. Okay. Now, first one, we're going to look at the magic tools. Then we're going to have a chat with Reina and then output history. But I only have 10 minutes, so it's going to be very general. I can give a whole full Hishtamut about this tool, but we won't today. We will just have a general look at it. So first of all, how do I get organized on this very, very big page? First thing, when you sign in the first time, it will ask you all kinds of questions and it will give you recommendations. Which kind of tools are the best for you? Which one should you use? So I love to do projects. So of course it gave me the rubric generator, okay? But there are many other things you can, for example, if Howie would go in and he loves music, for example, he will probably get this as a recommendation, a song creator or not, but it kind of makes sense. So if you want to get more recommendations, then you can go in here and simply write all about yourself, what kind of teacher you are, which grade you teach, what is important for you, and it will make you a list of all kinds of tools that are good for you. Okay, but we're not going to do it now because we don't have time. Okay, another way of getting organized is when I get around and I'm like, oh, I love this image generator. I want to use it again. So I can star it. You see, you can click on the star, and when you click on the star, whoop, up here, it appears. So here you can have your favorites. Even if it wasn't recommended to you, the ones that you like to use, star them, and they will appear on the top of your page. Another thing, you can also look here at the filters, okay? That can also help you to get organized. So for example, if I want to plan a lesson plan, I click on planning, and I get everything that has to do with planning. The same, I want to work on questions, all kinds of tools. I can have a Jeopardy game, I can have questions with a YouTube video. So again, use the recommended ones, star your own, and use the filters to help you get organized as well, to find what you need. Now, if I go into the planning, I just want to show you, most of them look very, very similar. So the minute you get used to it, it's very easy to use other tools as well. Look at, for example, the lesson plan. Okay, first of all, you always have to choose a grade that you want to make a lesson plan for. And then here you write a topic. You can also include, for example, a PDF with the words on that you want to have a lesson plan about, or a project that you want to upload, or anything else. And of course, you have to write your standards, VRCFR, right, in Israel, A1. So for example, I made already, so I wouldn't take too long, I made already a prompt. Okay, I'm in the wrong one here. So for example, I want to have a 45 minutes lesson for my 6th grade, as you can see, on the topic of daily routines. And then I tell them exactly what I wanted to be part of the lesson. I want different kind of levels, high, middle, low, and very clear instructions. Please make the lesson for me. All you do is to generate it. Ta-da! Wait a minute. Here I need the drums again. No, it doesn't work here. Only with it doesn't work here. So here you get the whole lesson and everything you want. If there's something that you didn't like, you can keep on writing down here and ask for more things. But as you can see, I don't see any differentiate. I don't see different levels. So I can write, I need different levels. For example, let's hope it works. And then it will rewrite my lesson plan again. and it will give me, hopefully, different kind of levels and differentiate. Here you see high level, middle level, low level, and you can talk to Magic School as much as you want. Okay, so that was just an example of one of the tools. Most of them look very similar. Just be very specific with your prompt. Now you have Reina. Reina is a lovely chatbot. You can talk to her, discuss things, think together. What would be a great activity today or tomorrow if I want to teach these and these words? What kind of, and here they even have, she can even give you questions. So you can just, you know, go with her questions or make up your own. And I think I have 1 more minute, right, Yael? Yes, I'm fine with time. Okay, so very quickly, output history is very helpful because if you go to output history, everything you do is automatically saved here. So you're like, oh, I did something great yesterday. All right, then you can go back, look for it. Only if you delete it on purpose, it will be deleted. If not, it will be automatically saved for you. So everything is here. That was Magic School for today. There are many more things on the site itself. That's something I forgot to share. 1 minute, 1 second, 1 second. I promise. 1 second. If you want to learn about Magic School, you can simply go here to the training part of the site. And here you've got videos, courses, YouTube channel with all kinds of videos that can show you how to use Magic School even better. I hope you will use it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Now we'll move on to Howie, who's going to share some tips to use Suno.
Okay, can you all hear me? Just to make sure. Replace the spotlight. Yael, can you hear?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So you may have seen the presentation already before. So here it is. And let's get physical. Olivia Newton-John in 1982 brought out this song, and we're going to get physical. Now I'm thinking of an idea of working with teaching something, a concept like present progressive. I'm thinking of doing getting the kids active in the class. So I've got a few examples here of kids doing active things in the class. So here we go. We could say, for example, Mary is eating. I don't know if any schools have this kind of a luxury in the class, but Mary is eating with a knife and fork. John and Peter are jumping down the stairs, and Kim is skipping rope. Now, what I could do, and I remember doing this many, many years ago, was saying, if we want to write in the present simple, we have the qualiot be plus verb plus ing, and I've got the kids repeating that. And I just think that today there are just so many other ways to teach grammar and concept. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think of these pictures, and I'm going to go into Chat GPT, my friend, a very good friend actually, and we're going to write words of a song. Now, Sarah was right. I love to use music. I'm kind of being put out to pasture with Suno, and you're going to see why. But they're amazing to create. So let's say, ask ChatGPT, please create sentences in the present progressive according to the pictures which I'd take of the kids actually doing active things in the class, according to the pupils in my class. I will give them a few names, just taking from here: Dvora, Sarah, let's type it correctly, Yahel, Howie, and I can see here Elaine, and we'll just get a few sentences written. Obviously, what I would do is I would upload the pictures. I would upload the pictures would have some sort of idea. Maybe what I can do is please include the rules of present progressive, because it's important to know these things when planning. So we've got present purple. This is not exactly what I want, but here we go. Dvor is writing in a notebook. Sarah is drawing a beautiful picture. Yael is reading. This is perfect. I've got the words as I want them. I'm going to copy what I've got here. And we're going to try and put it into a song with Suno. Suno is, the site is suno.com. And let's try with entering my own lyrics, which I copied. We've got future planned actions. We'll have that. And let's see what we want. Suno, see what it does with the music. Can anyone in the chat please suggest a type of music that you want to use? You can imagine any type of music you want. We've got blues, we've got pop. I'm going to go with a reggae blues. Country. We'll go with the country reggae blues. Not sure if there is such a thing, but we'll try that. Country reggae. And if there isn't, there's something like that now. And we'll add a title, the PP Blues. PP is a present progressive. The kids somehow have amazing fun when I say PP, but so be it. And we're clicking on create, and in seconds, our song will be ready, depending on your internet connection. So here we go. We've got the PP Blues. We've got country. I didn't write it correctly. I have a fat finger syndrome. I seem to click on all sorts of keys while typing. And let's see, we've got it. Let's hide this. And we're going to click on our PP Blues. Let's see what we got. You ready to hear? Just tell me if you're not hearing it. Hang on. Can you hear it?
No.
I can hear it. Don't know why you guys can't hear it. Let's try resharing. Okay, I've got to change the speaker somehow because you should be hearing.
Good, we can hear it.
Guys, can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm starting it again. Action's happening right now. Let's go. Got to move the sargal. Guys, I didn't know there was such a thing called country reggae blues.
Moving right now, temporary actions.
Yo!
Future plan actions. Sentences with
I'll
your
take that
pupils'
word out.
names. Devora is writing in her notebook. Sarah is drawing a beautiful picture. Yahela is reading an interesting story. Howie is explaining the lesson to the class. Elaine is listening carefully to the teacher.
Yo! Pupils are in the house. Now, you could take any concept and essentially create any song around anything. So if you want to write perhaps a new AI-generated story about Red Riding Hood in a poem, you can bring that story into Suno and have the kids singing it, and then compare to what is to what was, or what is how does the song compare to the actual story, because AI will ultimately generate something new. What Suno does do is it gives you two options. If I go back, I can see we've got two songs, my library. And something interesting about Suno, which I don't quite understand, but every time I create a song, it gives me more credits. And I haven't yet paid for Suno, which I'm quite happy about. But let's hear the other song, the other version. For some reason, it didn't create two. That's weird. Let's go back. My workspace. Okay, here's the other one. Let's see how bad it is or how good it is.
Actions happening right now. Temporary actions. Future planned actions. Sentences with your pupils' names. Devora's writing in her notebook. picture. The hell is reading an interesting story. How he is explaining the lesson to the class. Elaine is listening carefully to the teacher.
Amazing. So that's the different options that you can do. Play around with it. You can see I've made the colors of today, just making a song about the colors of today, the animal in the skirt, a song about a teacher, just amazing things that you can do. And the kids suddenly like to sing, and you have different options. And then you can have like a talent show of singing songs from Suno. So I want to try and go back to this Matseget. Let's just go as we said before. Present. And we present here. And we'll go to the last slide, which is the girl was jumping. So it's all different pictures that we took, and Suno. Suno.com, and that's how you do it. And as Sarah taught me, as I taught Sarah, drop the mic. And I'm out of here. Guys, don't go away because something special is happening now. We're going to hear Yahel, who's coming to us directly from her home, and she's going to be talking about Canva.
Oh, great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen.
Let me stop. Sorry, hang on. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, Howie.
Pleasure.
Okay, great. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm Yahel Ox. I'm a national counselor and also work as an English counselor for the Central District. I also teach at Keshet School in Maskeret Batia, and I'm a pedagogical leader in Pisgah Lod. And I'm Centropa coordinator in Israel. Okay, today I'm going to share with you an exciting tool called Canva Dream Lab. It's an AI-powered tool that can help both teachers and students create amazing visual contact. So first, I have good news. If you don't know, all teachers can get Canva for free. So before I show you how to use it, let me share some cool example with you. Okay, so look at this underwater scene, everyone, and please type in the chat what looks out of place in this picture. What caught your eyes? So let's see. Great, so we have Heather and Susie. Okay, so I see your answers popping up. Great. Okay, so yes, a penguin on a bicycle underwater. How wild is that? And look, there's a lamp under the sea with books and pencil. So I would say for my kiddos, let's build our ocean vocabulary together. I see swimming fish, a lamp, shiny starfish. Now I'm going to ask, where do you think this penguin is going? And how do penguins usually move in water? Let me hear what they are doing right now. So the penguin is riding, the fish are swimming, and this kind of image gets students talking, laughing, and learning new words without even realizing. And the best part is that we can create them in less than a minute, just using AI, and I'm going to show you in a bit. So I use these silly pictures in my classroom in different ways. At the start of class to wake up everyone, or when teaching new words, or for fun speaking practice. Now, why does it work so well? Because students love finding the weird things in pictures. Also, everybody wants to share what they see, and even quiet students join in, and we learn new words while having fun. Now, let me share a fun classroom activity that gets your student moving and speaking English. So to see these images, so spread them around your classroom walls, and each shows a different part of our day, from breakfast to bedtime. So here how it works. Turn your student into English detectives, give them a worksheet and pair them up. and their mission is to discover the story. At each picture, the detective must describe what they see, know the time of the day, find clues about the activity. And you know what? It works because students practice English while moving around. For beginners, they can simply say, all right, she's eating. And for advanced students, they can write, after breakfast, she rides her bike to school. So you should definitely try it. And here are some ideas for our students. Okay, so in the first image, we see the blind man and the elephant. So take any story, text, and bring it to life. In the middle, there's a future job activity. It's here we see a virtual memory designer with floating brains. And last but not least, we have create your own magical creature. That's a half penguin, half kangaroo. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create this. Wait. Okay, so I open my Canva. And here we have make an image. Now, if you can't find it, oh, sorry, just go on your left and click Dream Lab over here, okay? So let's say we are teaching animals, and instead of just looking at picture, we can create our own creatures. So we ask our student, what if we mixed an elephant with a butterfly? And the student need to describe it. And while they describe it, I'm going to write a description in Canva. So it's like, it has big purple wings, gray skin, and get this, a trunk that shoots rainbows. Okay, and I click enter and look at that. It takes a few seconds and we have beautiful pictures. So it encourages speaking and writing, and the student must describe what they want to see, and it builds confidence, and it's perfect for all kinds of topics. And I use a simple template. It looks like it has the color is, and it can run fast or jump high. And we can try another prompt if we want. So let's write half giraffe, half dolphin, okay? And we're going to see the picture in a minute, less than a minute. Okay, and we can, okay, and we can pick any picture. And now another day I come to my class and let's say, let's peek into the future. What will jobs look like in 2050? So students can describe where they work in a super cool lab, and what they use and what makes it special. So let's try a robot pet, doctor, location, in a flying hospital. Okay. And we are going to get it. Okay. And one more activity is bringing stories, any text to life. So remember the blind man and the elephant? So we can create anything we want. Like one person, he saw the elephant, like the elephant's side looks exactly like a wall. The other, the trunk moves like a snake. So I tell my student, write which part did it touch? How did it describe it? Why did it think it was? And add details from the text. So a prompt could be that elephant leg into marble column. Okay. And why the students love this? Because they get to see their English word become real pictures. Okay. And even quiet students want to join, and they remember words better when they can create the pictures. And so just try it and let yourself and your student.
Yahel, there's a question about the Dream Lab, if it's available for students as well.
Yeah, you can create classes to your students.
But I'm not sure that the app is open for students.
No, they
yes,
can.
it is.
The students can use Canva if they're next to the teacher, with the teacher together. They can absolutely use it. I've heard teachers in my school already using it.
And someone's asking, how do you get a free account in Canva? I suggest you look in YouTube, how to get a free account through the ministry.
Use the same address that I showed you in the beginning from the Virtualit. It's the same one. If you use that address, automatically you are thrown into a teacher account, and there it will ask you all kinds of questions. Where do you teach? Blah blah blah. Yeah. Use that account, and then you can get a free.
They may ask you to upload your
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you need is just the address that I showed you on the Kitab and the Yecirat Virtuali and the drive there. Just copy that one and use it also for Magic School and also for Canva. It's the same.
And you need to look for your school, or either you can ask your Teshuvah to add you.
Yes, or you can just add your own school if you want. You can add your own school. You can just write it in, the name of your school. And if you don't have an address for a website of your school, you can just take the address of the website of Teshuvah Mahos Yerushalayim. You can just copy that one, put it in there, or another district, and then you can get in. And I'm sure you can get help from your...
Sarah, can you share the Beit Sefer Virtuali address again in the chat, please?
Yes.
Dvorah. You're on mute, Dvorah.
Sorry. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you learned a lot, and we'll wake up tomorrow morning and use AI in your classrooms to enhance what you're already doing. Please join our WhatsApp group to get more tips, to get the recording, to ask questions, and of course check out our Genially as well to learn all the different tips and tools. And we hope to see you again soon. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
דבורה, אפשר לסגור את החדר?
כן.
Yes.